Why do I hit Striders? I want to be a Strider. Wait. I'm a Strider. Me and the boy. Should I be a zombie? Should I be a creeper? Should I be a creeper? Oh my god, I could be anything. I gotta do my lesson.
Good morning, Alfie.
Hi. I want to be a spider.
Hi, Dylan. Good morning. Hi, Luca. How's the weekend?
Good.
Good? Nice.
I don't want to be invisible anymore.
How was Friday? Did anybody do something interesting? Or were you all playing video games?
Me and my brother went outside in the snow.
You went in the snow? Nice. You played Snow Fight on the weekend?
Yeah.
Did you make a snowman?
No, because I knew somebody was going to knock it down.
What about in your garden?
No, we didn't go in there. We just went outside.
Okay. Hi, Evie. Good morning. How are you?
I don't know.
It's still going to be snowing more, so you can still make a snowman. It's going to be snowing for a couple more days, apparently.
How do I...
So you can have loads of opportunities for playing snow.
Well, looks like I can only wear armor then.
Okay, let's see if we have more people that will be joining us, or it's just going to be us. Oh, our usual people haven't been joining. How about you, Dylan? Did you play Snow Fight? Morning, Alfie.
Yeah.
Thank you. Dylan, just a little bit slow this morning. That's fine. He'll warm up. You made a snowman. That's good.
I don't want to be invisible anymore.
Snowman is good.
Wait, if I break the command block. Where's the command block?
Good morning.
It's here, I think.
Alright. Good morning, Riley. Good morning, Poppy. You just threw snowballs at people. It's not snowing for you, Poppy. It might have stopped for now, but it might snow later on.
Where's the command block?
Poppy, are you in London or are you living out of London right now?
Oh, there it is. Oh crap.
You're joking. Good joke. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen with the do now. But I want people to try. Good morning, Anya. Nice for you to join us as well.
I don't want to be invisible anymore.
You're in Chelmsford, okay. Yeah, it's in some places it's very heavy snow, in some places it's not. So it changes, but generally we're gonna see more snow. That's what the weather forecast says. So thank you, Poppy. I appreciate that. Yeah, I hope you weren't telling me to shush, because then we wouldn't have a lesson. Okay, so this
I
is
could be an Enderman.
Okay, so get your pen and paper
Where'd it go?
To try these questions on, and then answer the following questions.
Oh, break the command block. That was
your
worse.
book. Answer the following questions in your book.
No, my brothers are
So
dying.
you should all be able to do the first set of questions. This is just simple timesing. The second one is adding fractions with a different denominator. It's adding fractions and taking away fractions with a different denominator.
No!
This is a bit of a revision in what you need to do. And then the third set of questions is timesing.
Die.
Okay, once you've done that,
Die. Bye bye. Wait.
I want you to try the worded question. The worded question, which is: Patrick has a bag of sugar that contains 5/6 of a kilogram. He uses 3/5 of a kilogram to make cake. How much sugar does he have left?
Why don't they attack?
Don't worry, Evie. Time to pay attention here now. Time to pay attention here now. Okay, I have started recording this lesson as well. Okay, I'm going to give you another 3 minutes. Once you have an answer to these questions, can you pop them in the chat, please? I expect everybody to contribute today. I expect everybody to contribute today.
I don't want to be invisible. I want to come out. I want to come out.
Okay,
Right, I got out of there.
Another minute, and then I will go through this. Alfie, Dylan, Luca, Riley, Alfie Lambert, and Anya, can you put the answers in the chat when you have them, please?
Oh, there we go. Wait, for my teacher.
Okay, we will now go through these questions. 9 times 8 is 71, almost. Luca, you're almost there. Is it 71 or is it another number? 72, yeah, good. Okay, 72,
How
so
do I
9 times 8 is
come-
72. 5 times 7 is, I'm just going to go through the answers now.
Blindness?
Now, what about this one? What's the first step? I don't want the answer, I want the step. Good job, Luca. What's the first step to add fractions with a different denominator? What do we need to do? Luca, you get, okay, so what to do, which is to get
I don't like that.
we get a common denominator.
Oh no, I don't like that.
14. Okay, what you do to the bottom, you do to the top.
Oh.
7 times 2 gives you 14.
Yeah,
7
so...
times 1 is 7. And then 7
If
times
that,
2 gives you 14.
what else can I
so
do?
you do same to the top. So you do 2 times 2, which is 4. Okay, and then you can add the top numbers. 7 plus 4 over 14. That
I can
is
kick a
11
player.
over 14. Good job.
Effect
Seems like you're getting the
me
hang of this.
invisible.
For those that are
10,
not sure on how to
10.
do this, you need to go back to the lessons we've done before.
R
We
up
went
an
through these
S.
questions to death. We did so many different questions, okay? So that's not what I'm going to teach today, and I want to carry on a little bit. Can you hear me clearly, or do you hear some background noise, guys? Can you hear me clearly, or is there some background noise from me? Can you let me know in the chat, or unmute yourself to let me know?
I don't want to be invisible.
Okay, I'll assume that means you can hear me clearly. Okay, so moving on to the
Night
next question,
vision.
which is 2/3 minus 3/4. Now this one, okay, similar things again. We need to get a common denominator. Right now we have 3 and 4. So a number that both 3 and 4 go into is, for example, 12. So I can have a common denominator of 12. Yeah? So both 3 and 4 go
I like
into
the
12. So how many
blindness.
times does 3 go into 12? 4 times. So I need to do same to the top. 3 times 4, which is, what's 3? 3 times 2. Sorry, no. 4 times 2. Look, we times that by that. 4 times 2 gives us 8. And then we can do 3 times 3 because how many times does 4 go into 12? 3 times. So we need to times 3 by 3. So that's 9. So we do 8 take away 9 over 12. Remember, 8 take away 9. Okay, 8 is smaller than 9, so we're going to get a negative number in this case. We're going to get a negative number, so it's going to
Is
be
that your
negative
blindness, or is it?
1 over 12. Okay, negative 1 over 12. Okay, so that
I
was a
don't
bit
know
of
how
a
to
trick
spell.
question, the negative number. Luca, you got 28 over 14. Okay, so for these type of questions, Luca, you don't have to get a common denominator. Remember when we were talking about multiplying fractions? We just multiply them across. We multiply the numbers across. So I do 1 times 2 over 2 times 7. Okay, we did this 3 weeks ago, so it's been a bit of a while. So I understand. So to multiply numbers, you just multiply them across straight away. Okay, so 1 times 2 and 2 times 7, so that gives me 2 over 14. So these questions are easier. When you multiply fractions, it's actually not that hard. And then these ones, what would it be now, Luca? So I multiply them across.
I'm just trying to fix this.
So 2 times by 3 over 3 times by 4. That gives me 6. 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 4 is 12. So this is also same.
Yay! Let's get it.
Okay, you can convert 6 over 12 into a half as well. Okay, so that's how you multiply fractions. You go across. Now I have this worded question here. Which says,
Yeah, I'm going to change my FOV.
Patrick has a bag of sugar that contains 5/6 of a kilogram. He uses 3/5 of the sugar to make a cake. So how much sugar does Patrick have left? What do you think we need to do to find out how much sugar is left? What do you think we need to do? I'm going to ask somebody. Alfie Lambert. What do you think, Alfie Lambert? What do you think we do to work out how much sugar is left?
I'm not sure.
Okay, let's think about it another way. I think you can get it, yeah? So let's think about it another way. So you have a sugar, you're starting with sugar that has 5/6 of a kilogram, and you're using up how much of it to make cake? You're using up 3/5 of a kilogram, right? So it says he uses 3/5 of the kilogram of sugar. Okay, so he has 5/6, he uses up 3/5. How much does he have left? What operation do you think you will do? Okay, all right. I think the fractions are making you confused. What if I changed it to, let's say, Patrick has 5 kilograms of sugar, and he uses up 2 kilograms of sugar. How much sugar does he have left? What would you do then?
Take away?
Take away what from what?
5 take away 2.
Exactly. So you do 5 take away 2 to find out how much is left. So now I'm not gonna have the 5 and the 2. So what do I do now if I have 5 6?
5 take away 3.
5 6 and I have 3/5. What do I do?
5 take away 3.
5 take away 3. How much sugar does he have in the beginning?
5 6.
Okay, so he has 5 6 in the beginning. What do I do now? Take away what? How much sugar does he use? Yeah, exactly, 3/5. See, you got it at the end. Good job. So you have 5 6 of sugar in the beginning. You take away 3/5. Okay. Now this, you can imagine, is just like a normal taking away of fractions, isn't it? So you can see you have a different denominator. So you'd have to get a common denominator. And what's a common number between 6 and 5, Alfie? What denominator could you use? What number does both 6 and 5 go into?
30.
30.
I think.
Yes, you can use 30 as the common denominator. Okay. And how many times does 30 go? How many times does 6 go into 30?
Is it 5?
Yes, good job, Alfie. So 5. So what we do is we do the same to the top. So to get from 6 to 30, we need to times by 5. So to go from 5, I need to times by 5 as well. Okay? And then we do the same thing for the second one. How many times does 5 go into 30? I'm going to give you the answer this time. It goes into 6 times, so we need to times 6 by 3. Okay, so to go from here to here, I times by 6. So I times the top by 6 as well. Okay? So that's how you add and subtract fractions with different denominators. Quick summary. Okay, so let's simplify this a little bit. 5 times 5 is 25 over 30. Take away 6 times 3 is 18
so weird.
over 30. Now, I can do this because I have the same denominator. So 25 take away 18 over 30. 25 take away 18. So this is how 1/10 of a kilogram. 7/30th of a kilogram. Okay, that's how much sugar he has left. Okay, I now want to move on to different type of fractions. We're gonna move on to dividing fractions. Okay, so most of you will be able to divide easy fractions. Some of you might be able to go and divide difficult fractions. And if you're really doing well, what you might be able to do is divide and simplify the fractions. Okay, but I expect everybody to be able to do this bit. Okay, to divide fractions. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to teach you is about something called reciprocal. This is a key word that I am going to explain. Okay, reciprocal. Write this word down in your book. Reciprocal. Okay, I want everybody to, at the end of the lesson, to know what this word means. Reciprocal. Okay. What it means is a quantity or a number that is obtained by dividing the number 1 by a given quantity. So if I have number 5, the reciprocal of number 5 is 1 divided by 5. Okay, that's what it means. Dividing number 1, which is this, by a given number. Given quantity means a given number. Okay, so if I have number 5, the reciprocal of number 5 would be, reciprocal of this would be 1 over 5. If I have number sorry about that. If I have number 6, the reciprocal of that would be 1 over 6. And similarly, if I have number 2, the reciprocal of that would be 1 over 2. Okay, so you can see the reciprocal is just doing 1 divided by the number. Now, we can have a reciprocal of a fraction. Okay, so if I had a reciprocal, let's say, I don't know, let's say 2 over 3, the reciprocal of this would be like flipping the fraction around. So this becomes 3 over 2. Okay, that's a reciprocal. What you're doing is you're flipping the fraction. Okay, you're flipping it, right? So you might be saying, well, I didn't flip when I had number 5. Well, think about number 5. Let's think about number 5. Number 5 is the same as 5 divided by 1, isn't it? 5 divided by 1 is same as 5. So I can write 5 as a fraction as 5 over 1. And you can see, look, reciprocal of that is me just flipping it. 5 over 1 becomes 1 over 5. Similarly with the 6. So 6, same as 6 over 1. Why is 6 same as 6 over 1? Because remember, 6 over 1 is 6 divided by 1. What is 6 divided by 1? Something divided by 1 is just itself, isn't it? 6 divided by 1, or 5 divided by 1, or 3 divided by 1. Okay? All of them give you the same number. So you can see what you're doing is you're flipping the numbers. You're flipping the numbers. That's what reciprocal means. What you're doing is flipping. So for example, if I have 2 over 3, then that becomes 3 over 2. And if I have 2, and that becomes, well, we know 2 is same as 1 over 2. So to flip it, it becomes 2, sorry, that is wrong. So that is same as 2 over 1. So if you flip it, that becomes 1 over 2. Okay, so that's what reciprocal means. It means to divide number 1 by another number. Okay, so for example, if I have 4 over 1, that becomes what? That becomes 1 over 4. Okay, can you quickly do this? Can you find the reciprocals of the following numbers? Can you find the reciprocals of the following numbers? Put your hand up if you are not sure of how you do this, or if you're not certain yet. Remember, to reciprocate, you flip. Evie, Faith, Lily, you joined a little bit later. Alfie, you got your hand up? What's up? Do you unmute yourself?
I'm struggling.
You're struggling? Okay. So let's think about this one. Remember, Alfie, reciprocal
Yes,
means
I
to
feel
flip,
it.
okay? Reciprocal means to just flip the fraction. Okay, so if I have 1 over 2, what happens if I flip the fraction? What do I get?
2 over 1.
Exactly, so that's the reciprocal of 1 over 2. What about 3 over 4?
4 over 4.
4 over 3, there we go. That's it, that's all reciprocal means, is to do the opposite, okay? Is to do the flipping of it. That's what reciprocal means. Okay, so if I had 3 over 1, what would 3 over 1 become?
I can't get out.
What would 1 over 3 become if I was to do a reciprocal of that? What if I flipped 1 over 3, what would that become? I think I already gave you the answer. You're not sure? Okay, if I flip 1 over 3, what do I get? Think of what Alfie was doing. Okay, to flip 1 over 3, you get 3 over 1. Look, I just flipped it. 1 over 3 becomes 3 over 1. So that's a reciprocal. It's a different fraction. It's a reciprocal. Yeah, good job. Okay. Now, number 5, just number 5 on its own is a little bit trickier, but remember what we did before? Do you remember what we did before? We said 5 is same as 5 divided by 1. 5 is same as 5 divided by 1. So, to flip 5 over 1, what we need to do is make it into 5 over 1. And that, if you flip it, becomes 1 over 5. Which becomes 1 over 5. Okay? If you have... What about number 6?
Oh, I can hear it.
Alfie Lambert, do you want to answer number 6?
Said my name.
Alfie Lambert, do you want to answer not number 6, this question here? What would be the reciprocal of 6?
I went to the toilet.
Okay, that's fine. Alfie, do you want me to explain it one more time?
Yeah, please.
Okay, so reciprocal means to flip, okay? So if I have number 5, I know number 5, the reciprocal of number 5. So the way we do it is I know number 5 is same as 5 divided by 1. Do you agree? 5 is same thing as 5 divided by 1. 5. What is 5 divided by 1?
5.
5, isn't it? So we can say 5 is same as 5 divided by 1. It's the same thing, isn't it? And we know we can write division in terms of a fraction. So 5 divided by 1 is same thing as 5 over 1. Yeah? So we can say 5 is equal to 5 divided by 1. Or 5 is equal to 5 over 1. Okay? So now that we know that 5 can be written as a fraction, which is 5 over 1, okay? To do the reciprocal means to flip it, to do the opposite, okay? To do the flip it. So 5 over 1 becomes, if I do the reciprocal, mean becomes 1 over 5. Becomes 1 over 5. Yeah? Similarly, if I have number 2, let's say I know 2 can be written as 2 divided by 1, which is same as 2 over 1. So I can write 2 as 2 over 1. Here, look, in this circle here. Let me see. Number 2 can be written as 2 over 1, which also can be written, if I flip it, if I flip this fraction, that becomes 1 over 2. Yeah? So what do you think, Alfie? Since you're unmuted right now, what do you think number 6 will be? What is the reciprocal of number 6?
Would it be 6 over 1 or 1 over 6?
Okay, so that's the first step, right? So first we do 6 over 1 because 6 is the same as 6 over 1. And then we do the reciprocal of that fraction. So what's the reciprocal of 6 over 1?
1 over 6.
Good. So the answer would be 1 over 6. Okay? Now this last one here is a little bit, it's a trick question because the answer is itself. If you think about 1, it will be 1 over 1. If I do the flipping of it, it just becomes 1 over 1. So 1 over 1 is same as 1. So there is, number 1 doesn't have a reciprocal. It's itself. Does that make sense? Yeah. If I do 1 over 1, it's same thing as 1. So it doesn't have a reciprocal. It's itself. Okay. Well, why does this help? Well, it helps us when we're dividing fractions. Okay. But we're gonna come back to this knowledge in a moment. Let's think about what this really means. So let's really think about what dividing fraction means. So if I have a half divided by an eighth, what it really means is how many eighths are there in 1/2? Yeah? Just like if I have 20 divided by 5, what that means is how many fives are there in 20? Yeah? That's what 20 divided by 5 means, right? How many 5s go into 20? That's what 20 divided by 5 means. So if I have a half divided by an eighth, what that means is how many eighths are there in 1/2? How many eighths are there in 1/2? Just like 20 divided by 5 means how many 5s are there in 20? Half divided by 8 means how many eighths are there in a half? Okay, so the way we can do it, the way we can think about it, so I represented a half here. Okay, this is a half. Do you agree? This shape is a half. I represented a half. Now the question is how many eighths are in there? How many eighths are in there? So what we need to do is create a fraction with 8 parts in total. 8 parts in total, right? So what I can do is let's split the rectangle into 8s. In other words, 8 parts. 8 parts. I already have 2 parts. So what I can do is I can divide it here. I can divide it here. And I can divide it here. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts. Yeah. Now out of that, how many of them are a half? Well, we know half is this. So how many eighths is there? How many eighths are there? Count it up. So we have 1/8, another eighth, another eighth, another eighth. So how many eighths are shaded? So we can see there is 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there's 4. So half divided by an 8 is just 4. There are 4 eighths in a half. That's what it's trying to say. Okay, so you can have a whole number answer for a fraction. Okay, because it's about saying how many parts go into another part. How many 8s are there in half? That's what the question said, okay? So let's look at another one. So if it means a half divided by a quarter, what it means to say is how many fourths, how many 1/4 are there in 1/2? How many 1/4 are there in 1/2? So if I have this rectangle, which represents a half,
Oh
this
my
rectangle
god,
represents a
hurry
half,
up.
and we want to find out how many quarters are there in the
I need to
shaded
go
bit.
get
So what we
stone.
can do is we can create a fourth. So we can divide so we can have 4 parts. Okay, 4 equal parts. Now that we have 4 equal parts, let's ask
I'm in a
ourselves,
desert.
how many quarters are there in a half? So we have, this is the half.
Alright,
This is
let's
a
go get
half.
some stone.
How many quarters are there in there? Well, we have 1 quarter and we have another quarter. So how many quarters? We've got 2 quarters in a half. So the answer is 2. There are 2 quarters in 1/2. Okay, so doing this diagram every time you do division is a little bit long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you a method that's a little bit quicker. It's a little bit quicker, okay? But the principle remains the same. Okay, by principle I mean the actual mathematics remains the same. Okay, so if I have a half divided by an eighth, what I'm doing is I'm doing a half, but what I'm doing is I'm timesing it by the reciprocal of this.
Oh, I didn't got both.
Reciprocal of the second fraction. So what I'm doing is I'm keeping the first fraction. I keep the first fraction. Okay?
How are you not
I
burning?
change the second fraction.
Oh, okay.
So it becomes 8/1. I do the reciprocal, which means to flip. So I do the reciprocal of the second fraction. And then what I'm doing is I'm changing the sign. I'm changing the sign from divide to times. From divide to times. Now, I can do this. Okay, remember what we said in the beginning? To do timesing, all I do is 1 times 8/2 times 1. So that gives us 8/2. And 8/2 is the same thing as 4. Is that the answer we had before? Yes, it is. Look, we had 4 from doing the picture method. So the answer is 4. Okay, so what we're doing again is to multiply by the reciprocal of the second fraction. Okay, we're multiplying by the reciprocal of the second fraction. Now, a way you can remember this is using KFC. Everybody knows what KFC is, right? The chicken burger. So you know KFC represents Kentucky Fried Chicken. But in mathematics, in maths, what KFC represents is
Wait, I've been there, I swear. Yeah, I've been there.
And change. So what does it mean? So we keep the first fraction. We keep the first fraction. So we do 2/3. So we're keeping the first fraction the same. Then we flip the second fraction. Then we flip the second fraction. So 1/4 becomes 4.
I need to go find.
Over 1. Remember, this is you're doing the reciprocal of this. Do the reciprocal. Flip, or which means reciprocal. That's what it means. Yeah, reciprocal. So, and then the last thing is we change the sign. We change the sign from divide to multiply. It becomes multiplying. Okay. Now this is easy. We know how to multiply fractions. What we do is we multiply the top and we multiply the bottom. Okay, so what is 2 times 4? 2 times 4 is 8. What is 3 times 1? Well, that's just 3.
Why do I keep hearing zombies?
This is the final answer. This is the final answer. 8/3. Okay, but I'm going to do another example. I want you to copy this example down after I have written it. Okay? After I have written it, I want you to copy this example down. So, how do I divide 5/7? How do I do 5/7 divided by 2/3? Well, first thing I do is I keep the first fraction. So that is 5/7. I keep it. Then I flip the second fraction. So 2/3 I flip, which is the second fraction. I flip it, so it becomes 3/2. And then I change the sign. KFC. C is to change the sign. So you go from divide to times. Okay, you're going from divide to times. Okay,
I need to find a temple.
So now we can do the timesing of fractions. So I can do 5 times by 3 over 7 times by 2. 5 times by 3 is 15. 7 times by 2 is 14. So the answer is 15 over 14. Okay? Can you write this example down in your book, please? Or in your paper? Write this example down.
Should I put this on a creeper? Or... Wait.
Okay, 30 seconds left to write the example down. When you're done, can you put your hand up? Just raise your hand when you have finished writing that down.
What? Another village.
Can you raise your hand once you finish writing down the example?
Wow.
Okay, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so let's try this question.
Please don't be
Okay, can
11:30.
somebody unmute themselves and explain to me how I could do this? Otherwise, I can ask somebody to explain it. Anya, do you want to explain?
Innit, don't pick me, I already explained.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I'll
Okay,
do
what
it.
about you, Alfie?
I'll do it.
Alfie, you want to explain? Okay, thank you, Alfie.
Do you do... I didn't really understand, but I think you do you do, what, 3 goes into 9, and then you times that by 3?
Oh, no, don't... Okay, I think you're kind of close. So think about this, okay? So you keep the first fraction. So you keep the first fraction like this, yeah? So you don't do anything to the first fraction. Yeah?
Yeah.
And then you flip. Look, then it says flip. So we flip the second fraction. You keep the first fraction, you flip the second fraction. So if I flip the second fraction, what does it become? If I flip this.
3 over 1.
Okay, so that's 3 over 1. And then it says change. What do I change? I change the sign. So from divide it becomes
Times.
times. Good. So I do times. Okay, how do I times these numbers? How do I times these fractions? Do you know?
Would you just do... 9 times 1 is 9. And
Yeah.
then 5 times 3 is 15.
Exactly, yeah. So you do 5 times 3, so on the top, and then 9 times 1 at the bottom. And then you simplify it. So 5 times 3 is 15, good. And 9 times 1 is 9. And that's your answer, 15 over 9. Boom. There we go. Look, just KFC. The hardest bit of this is to get to this stage. Is to change it, okay? This is the hardest bit. After that, it's pretty simple, isn't it? You just times in the numbers. Alright, let's try this one. Let's try this question. A fifth divided by 2/5. Okay? If you got the answer, leave it in the chat. If you got the answer to this,
What?
leave it in the chat.
What was that? Well, at least I know that stupid desert.
Okay? If you're not sure, then I'll go through it. So you have 1/5. You keep the first fraction. So it remains 1/5. You flip the second fraction. You flip. Right? So that becomes 5 over 2.
Come on,
And
give me
then you
iron.
change the sign. You change the sign. So dividing becomes multiplying.
Oh,
Divide becomes multiply. Okay? So then what we do is just multiply across. So we have 1 times 5 and 5 times by 2. And that is what? 1 times 5 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. Now you can simplify this actually. You know 5 over 10 is just the half. So you can simplify. But even if you get to this stage, I am happy. Even if you get to this stage, it's quite good. 5 over 10. Okay? Alright, what about this example? Let's do some questions to try. Okay, again, I'll go through this example. You keep the first fraction, so you 5 over 7. You flip the second fraction, so KFC. I flip the second fraction, so I get 6 over 3. And then I change the sign. So the dividing
I need a
becomes
shield.
multiplied. So then I just multiply the fraction. Okay, now I've changed the dividing of the fraction into multiplying of the fraction. So 5 over 7 times by 6 over 3 is just like this. 5 times by 6 over 7 times by 3. We know 5 times 6 is 30. And 7 times 3 is 21. So that's the answer. 30 over 21.
What? I can't make a shit. Oh, I need a furnace.
Okay, can you try these questions on your own? Okay, I've given you the method here. KFC, that's the method. Okay, step 1 is to keep, step 2 is to flip, step 3 is to change, and then step 4 is to multiply. Okay, or let me do another way. Step 1.
Put that up. Well, I might as well do. Wait.
Okay, can you do this? I'm going to give you 2 minutes to do this. It's not very difficult. 2 minutes. Once you're done, pop your answers in the chat when you are done. 2 minutes to do this, so until 11:22.
Shut up, zombie. You know what we should search for? We should search for Herobrine. How? Yeah. I was about to say. Yes. Let's go. I did not break that. I'm getting iron. Oh my god. I'm getting so much iron. Oh, I'm about to make
Okay.
armor.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Did you put an answer in the chat? Anybody, are you able to do that, or are you stuck? Faith, Lily, Luca, how are you doing on this question? Please do let me know. If you're
Oh,
stuck and you have no idea what's going on, please do let me know that as well, so I know how to help you otherwise. You can message in the chat how you doing with these questions. Faith, Lily, Luca.
Oh, where's that furnace?
Okay. I will go through the answers now.
Wait.
So see if this matches your answers.
Oh my
So the first
30.
thing you do is
I
you
need more
keep the
coal.
fraction. So I will keep 5/7, which is the first fraction. And then is to flip the fraction. So what fraction do I flip? I flip the second one. So 3/5 becomes 5/3. And then I
haven't even got in
divide
creative
2 times.
once.
And then I just multiply across. That's step 2. So then I do 5 times by 5. Okay, and then 7 times by 3. Okay, so 5 times
What's
by
the
5
time?
is
11.
25. And 7 times
Where's
by
that
3
iron?
is 21.
And where's that crafting
Okay,
gun?
similarly for the second question.
I don't know what
I
does
keep the
that.
first fraction, KFC, keep. The first is keep, so I keep the first fraction. Then F, which is flip, I flip the second fraction, so 3/7 becomes 7/3. And then I change the sign, KFC. And then 5, then I just times them across, 5 times by 7, and then 7 times by 3. 7 times by 5 is 35. 7 times by 3 is 21. This is also equal to, if you wanted to simplify this fraction, you can see I'm doing 5 times 7 and then 7 times 3. I'm dividing 7 and 7, that's just 1. So all you're left with is 5 and 3. Okay, but if you get this answer, you're also correct.
I need 5.
This answer is fine as well.
Oh damn.
And then the last one, you keep the first fraction, which is 7/5.
Good say.
You flip the second fraction, so it's
It keeps doing that.
7/4. And
What's
then you
lagging?
change
7, ain't it?
the sign, so it becomes times. Okay?
Yeah.
So 7 times 7 is 49. And then, alright, sorry, one second. So 7 times by 7, and then 5 times by 4.
So since the FOV.
7 times by 7 is 49. And 5 times by 4 is 20. Okay, so the answer is 49/20. Okay? What I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to ask you to choose a level. If you're feeling really confident with this, I want you to try these questions. And if you're not so certain, if you're not very confident, try the red question. If you're kind of getting it, try the amber. And if you're like, yep, I get it, then try the green. Okay? The difficulty is just harder numbers. The easiest one just has smaller numbers. The green one just has bigger numbers to multiply. And if you're done, try the extension question. Look, that's a mixed number fraction. So it's the same thing about what we did last lesson about mixed numbers. Okay, so try these questions for the next 3 minutes, and then I'm going to show you the answers. Okay, choose a level. You don't need to do all the questions. Choose your level, and then try these questions. I'll give you 2 minutes to do these questions. 2 minutes.
Imagine Herobrine was actually real. Luckily I have an axe and a sword. Boom, let's go. Well, I need some well, I need a new sword and pickaxe.
A minute and a half.
How can I not make... Oh. I'm so set. Oh, I can't make an axe. Pardon me. What? Pardon me. So wrong with me. Pardon me for a sneeze. I'm set. Got a full iron. Got loads of food. I'm set. Oh, what a surprise. Ow! Oh!
Okay, I'm now going to show you the answers so you can check your work. So these are the answers. So have a look. You can take your answers, cross your answers. Is there any questions that you got wrong? Can you let me know if there was a question that you got wrong?
I'm out of here, dude. I saw a village elsewhere.
Well, after you have marked, you are free to go. Thank you all for joining the lesson today. Thank you all for joining the lesson today. I will see you now after the half term. This that we had today. Okay, thank you all for joining.
Ow.
Thank you all for joining. And I hope you have the rest of a good day. Okay, so once you finished marking, you are free to go. Okay, and before you go, actually, can you let me know in the chat how many you got wrong and how many you got right? Before you leave, just in the chat, pop a message saying, I got this many right, I got this many wrong. And then you are free to go.
Bye, sir.
Bye, Luca. Have a good week and a half term.
How do you make a boat?
Alfie and Anya, how are you doing on these questions?
I'm doing good.
Okay. Are you still marking, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, let me know if there's a question you want me to explain. Okay, so you don't need to mark all of them, just mark the ones that you have done, okay? So if you did the red, mark those.
On the green, I got 3 somehow.
Okay. That's because these answers were simplified. So look, if you got these, you should have, it's because the answers here are simplified, okay? So it was the added challenge, okay? So if you want to know what the answer before would have been, so it would have been 4 times by 15 over 5 times by 8. 15 times by 4 is 60. So this is what, if you got this, did you get this? 60 over 40?
No.
What did you get for number 1?
I got 50 somehow.
50?
Yeah.
Just 50?
Well, 50 over 30.
50 over 30. Interesting.
I don't know how I got that though.
Were you doing steps like the way I've done my steps? Or were you just putting the answer?
I think I just put the answer maybe or something.
That's why it's important to do the steps of what, if you make a mistake, if you can go back.
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you understand why it's important to do working out now?
Yeah.
So you can go back. So you can follow your own steps to see where you went wrong.
Alright.
Otherwise, it baffles me and it baffles you how you got the answer, yeah?
Yeah.
So what did you learn from today?
So one of them is KFC and it is something swap and something.
Yeah, it means keep.
Yeah, keep,
that's called a reciprocal.
swap, and
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and then the third thing you learn is to do working out. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's to show you're working out, so you can find out if when you went wrong, you know where you went wrong. Yeah? It's like backtracking your steps. Okay? Alfie, it was good to have you on the lesson today, and same with you, Anya. Now, I will now see you after the half term. We don't have any more lessons, but you will have lesson with Miss North this week, okay?
Yeah.
Alright, have a good week, okay? Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
That was funny. I didn't even get that 50 over 30. I just guessed. I just like made up a number. What is that? I saw it's a spider.
On this single block is 100 Minecraft players. I'm about to let them build, and whoever's the last man standing.
That's a spider. How do I make a boat? Ah! What was a shovel? I didn't know you need a shovel.
I know I just killed this guy, but don't worry.
No.
Guys respawn. But we're gonna end that starting now. If they die, don't respawn them, sir. I was about to kill Carl. They're building up. In our own little area. Oh, hey, where are you? Where am I? I don't know. It's been less than a minute. They went from 1 block to this. You guys know the deal. Carl and Chandler are in a different Discord call, competing like. Oh, look how much of a similar thing we've already built together. Look at this. It started at 1 block. There's a lot of people on this giant block here, and then there's just wide.
Also, there's been some savage people. They'll just run up to people and destroy the block underneath them.
Oh, you mean like this? Just kidding. Get him. Oh, I almost got it. Hey, we got the bacon trap. Wait, Mrs. Carl Jacobs? Chris! Yeah. I have a challenge for you. What's up? Can you go this entire video without killing someone? Start your timer. Let's see how long you can go without killing someone.
Oh, look at Carl. He's begging for it.
Let's go!
One less to worry about, huh?
What is up, contestant? The prize for this competition is an ultimate YouTuber setup. You get a beefy PC. You get 3 monitors. Actually, we'll make it 5 monitors. Mouse, keyboard, camera, tripod, everything and anything you need.
Gaming setups for the
And you
boys.
sound like Mr. Bean.
Yeah, because I am Mr. Beast. Good luck, and whoever wins gets a setup. Wait, this guy's literally creative.
Look at this island of people over here.
Oh, what is going on over there? Wait, so this guy's got the strat. He just sits in this little thing.
I think this guy kind of has a strat right now. Mr. Morgan.
Chris, look. I'm on both sides of my screen right now.
You look at yourself and you're like, other Jimmy, what do you think about that?
Should I kill Tom Cobbler? No, you shouldn't kill him. That's why they hate Chris. Okay, I won't kill him. I now have an inner monologue.
Let's get him!
Hey,
Village!
Doobie, what up, dude?
Nothing.
Carl and Chandler just came up and killed him while I was talking to him.
No!
Newbie, no! Go!
Sorry, Doobie.
They're going around bullying the people we're trying to interview. They don't want us to get good content.
The only logical thing to do is to
I'm only cheating on the weather. I don't want it to rain. I hate it
What
rain.
if I do this, though? This isn't me killing. Oh! Ah! Time out. Did you keep killing people? You have to sit on the toilet.
For how long?
Until the video's over. Oh, hey, Chris. I didn't see you there. Hey, it's me, Chris. While I was putting Chris in timeout, you guys did a lot with the colored block.
You glad? Yeah, they talk about this toilet paper block. It's like translucent.
I don't know what to do on my way.
Alright, so, Carl, if this person's actually Drew, they'll be able to survive this.
Oh, Dream's in our video, non-clickbait.
Here, let me add him to the call to test it. What up, Dream?
Hey, Dream.
Hello.
Are you still like best friends with George and stuff?
Nah.
Live action drama right here, right now.
You're already a YouTuber, so you don't need a YouTuber setup, so we can just give it to whoever else.
No. I don't want it.
What are toilets made out of?
We just gave him different color wool, but it means nothing. Carl, I think it's time we spice things up.
Spice it up!
PvE enable. Now look at Chandler. Now
Why's there so many
I'm
skellies?
gonna target Chandler.
Blue team, let's go. Whoa! PvP! Oh no! I told me!
65 people remain.
65?
And 64 of them aren't getting an ultimate YouTuber setup. Welcome back, Chandler.
Oh, hello.
Carl, we need to spice things up.
Spice it
My armor's way better, boy.
2 players remaining, which is 51 more than I want. Server, start shrinking the circle. Carl, watch this. When I right click, the circle shrink. I have all the power.
Loading into his computer. I'm gonna ban my account on his computer.
Wait, are you just laying TNT
No,
everywhere?
I don't know why you're looking at my screen right now.
Carl, can you stop playing TNT?
Of course.
Good, because I wanted to.
Oh, yeah!
There's no
God, this
blacksmith.
entire tribe is going down. Dreams in it. 2 dreams are in it.
Ban Chris.
Shrinking the circle by 12. Wait, what happened?
I got banned.
Wow.
You're banned.
Yeah! I banned you from the toilet, JD!
What the heck?
Yeah!
I'm at my computer now.
Remind me next time I put Chris on the toilet to take his phone.
Can I get on the toilet now?
You can stay on the toilet forever now.
It looks like a map.
It is crazy to think about that this used to be 1 block. Anyways, as I was saying, boom, boom,
Oh.
boom. Did I stop?
No.
2 more.
Wait, did you mean 2 anymore?
20 seems kind of crazy, but 5 doesn't. We're down to 35 players.
I'm rooting for the second place person right now.
If 5 people do not die in the next minute, I will get angry.
Don't please stop, guys! Hurry!
Kill each other.
There's currently 35 people alive. The minute has started.
Oh, please don't get Jimmy angry, guys. Carlos Best killed Monarch Knights! Oh! Oh, nice! Yo, Carlos Best is insane!
I'm gonna make a
If you left that in the
chest.
next 10 seconds, I'll get mad.
Stop! No, no, guys, stop! Hurry!
3, 2, 1.
Somebody die!
5 people did not die.
No.
You know what happens when I'm angry?
No, I don't.
What the hell?
Oh!
Oh.
You thought that was it? No, there's more. I'm doing an airstrike. I didn't want to resort to this, but all you had to do was kill some people.
Yo, Jimmy, that's half the map.
I don't care. They should have killed some people. What? Now they don't have much land to walk on? Well, good. Let's shrink the circle some more.
Oh!
It's shrinking. It's shrinking. I just clicked
Is he
it 30
happy or
times.
something?
I don't even care. I'm doing 1 more airstrike.
Jimmy, stop being so angry! No!
Oh, somebody fell.
I would jump off too if I was you.
Oh, somebody fell.
I'm still slightly mad. We're gonna shrink it more. Boom, 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 boom.
Are you okay, man?
I am no longer angry Jimmy now. I'm happy again. This is a fun video. Aren't we having fun, Carl?
Yeah, man. Yeah, we're all having fun.
Sounds like they're having a lot of fun in there.
I wish I had friends.
If 10 people do not die in the next 3 minutes, I swear on my mama,
No, not his mama.
it will get bad.
No!
There's 30 players remaining.
Holy cow.
Oh, someone's fighting. Oh! 29. Oh, double team over here.
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
Oh my, that bodied him.
What is going on
I
here?
saw that I'm gonna attack me because I attacked the
Wait
village.
here, wait. Oh my gosh. Pick it up. Oh, I think it's...
There he is.
Oh, yeah,
Did he
you
attack
dropped the
me?
TNT?
Oh,
Poor guy.
no.
Poor guy. We have 50 seconds for 7 people to die.
They're fighting.
Do it under.
Oh, Carl, that's evil.
That way they don't see it coming.
That's something Chris would do. Yo, stop. With 7 seconds remaining, 10 people actually died.
Thanks, guys.
I don't know all this. Players, forgive me for what I'm about to do.
Oh no.
Oh!
Holy cow.
Very small now.
This one person, Carlos Best, is literally alone right now.
What I don't understand is why aren't they fighting? Only one of them is winning. Fight each other.
They're being dimwits.
Entertain me. Fight.
Oh, we got some fighting.
They're all in the mix fighting right now. Holy. Oh! Carlos Best is literally on the freaking
Oh, that
border!
might be a MLG strat right here.
Wait, Carl's Best is on the border? So what happens if I do this?
Oh my gosh! They literally built it in at the perfect timing.
I don't know what's about to happen, but forgive me, Lord. Alright, wish some luck! Wish some luck, everybody!
Oh.
Carpet bomb!
Holy cow, how many people just died?
Wait a minute, like 6 guys, you gotta be on your toes.
We got one underneath and no one there.
Carl,
Yeah,
I need you to TNT while I shrink the border.
okay.
Go! How? Border is shrinking, TNT is falling, what will they do? How? Why don't they just survive? It's not that hard.
Just don't die.
Let's add some of them to the call. What up, everybody left? How? Border is shrinking, TNT is falling, what will they do? How? Why don't they just survive? It's not that hard.
Just don't die.
Let's add some of them to the call. What up, everybody left?
Hello.
Hey, man.
Hello, hi.
We just gave all of you armor and a diamond sword. Last standing gets an ultimate YouTuber setup.
Oh,
Pop.
love you, man.
Love you too. Woo!
If you guys don't start killing each other, I'm gonna keep shrinking the circle.
Oh, well, I can name one person that wouldn't like you to kill.
Oh wait, the guy in the box fell!
Oh,
Alright, now it's 7 or 8.
why are you guys running around each other? Start fighting!
Here, I'm gonna cause some mayhem. TNT going down. Have fun, everybody! Oh, someone fell!
Oh my gosh, Dream died! Dream's dead! It's a 1v1.
1v1.
Alright, it's a 1v1. Carlos best. Alright, this is it. No, Carlos best just fell!
No! Let's go!
Chris, you can get off the toilet! Yay! You just won an Epic PC 5 monitors and keyboard, a mouse, a mic.
How long have I been streaming for?
Package. What's your final word?
Oh my god. So powerful with my university work.
Oh,
Oh, I don't think I
oh,
Thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe button. See you later.
an hour and 7 minutes.
So you're looking at 350 kilometers on a single